No, it's not Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. It's with Mr. Dream, whoever the hell that was.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Is that what happened? They ended up trading out Mike Tyson for Mr. Dream?
Mike Tyson's contract had, I think, expired at that point. And then he had some rather, shall we say, dubious convictions at that time.
I've been told I'm not allowed to say what that is.
Yeah, it was bad. I was a Tyson fan growing up. So I figure, you know what? Bring out a little Punch-Out here. See if I can go literally all the way through this without losing. I don't know. You know, when you watch the video itself and see if one video is suddenly 6 minutes long, you'll know I probably lost.
A lot.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think I ever played the original Punch-Out. I played the Nintendo Wii version, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And did you ever play the Nintendo Wii version?
A couple times, yeah. My buddy Kyle had it.
Yeah. It was actually, it gets you into it because you actually have to punch instead of hitting the buttons.
I don't really have to do this right now if I time this right when he jumps back.
Did you ever watch years ago? I guess
like that.
There you go. So Nintendo a few years ago, I think, had a fan film contest, and you got to submit so many films for different video games you played. Wow, that was fast. What the hell?
Yeah. When he comes back out, if you time it right, you can actually KO him on the spot.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's one glass jaw. So one of the fan films was actually for Punch-Out. It was a really cool thing where like Mac is down on his luck and he wants to make a comeback. What's the name of his trainer?
Doc Lewis.
Doc Lewis is like, he's in the hospital, almost dead, so he's not going to train him. So instead, who are you fighting right now?
Von Kaiser.
Von Kaiser becomes your trainer. And
Whoop, whoop. All right, we got to back that out. How do we do this?
All right, hit the home. No. Yeah, God damn it. Yeah, cut that part out since that kind of shows some information on my Nintendo.
I'll block it out. Sorry about that. You know what it is? I'm used to the NES controller, which we may have mentioned. I'm using a GameCube controller here. So having to figure out where the start button is to actually do the uppercut, I inadvertently went back to the home screen.
You know what the sad part is I do have a Pro controller here, which is the standard layout, but unfortunately, it requires a USB-C cord to recharge, and I decided to use that instead for the capture device that we're using. Hey, well, hey, you won again.
Yay.
Hooray. Huzzah.
Mazel tov.
There was another fighting game a few years ago in the arcades. This was like maybe the early 2000s. I can't remember what the name of it was, but you fought like a ripoff of Draco at the end.
Ivan Drago?
Yeah.
Well, I know there was a fan game. I think like Ivan Drago's like Punch-Out Revenge or something.
No, it wasn't that, but it was like a legitimate boxing game till like the very end. And what happened was you had your two punches, and you had to punch at the screen.
Oops.
Whoopsie. But it was really cool in the fact that like it would give like targets where you have to punch it.
Okay.
And then there would be times where like you have a rush punch, you have to punch like 24 times in a row if you wanted to get it. And the gloves were actually heavy too, so you were tired after that shit. That's how I was in shape as a kid. I played that game.
Well, there we go.
I forget, who's this guy again?
This is Piston Honda.
Piston Honda.
Which I think they had to change the name for legal reasons.
Why is that?
Because Honda, you know, the well-known car manufacturer. I think.
Honda was like, Nintendo, we will put you out of business.
And also, it's a Japanese pun. If you point Honda in Japanese translates to, there's a book. Because hon is the word for book, so da means there, so book there.
There the book.
The more you know.
Do.
I might not get a first round on this, depending. Bollocks.
You can do it. You can win. You are great. Yeah.
Sure you can. Damn, that was friggin' timed.
Yes. TKO. Thanks, Mario. Oh, that was another interesting fact. So the reason Mario is this game because apparently when they created it, I think it was 1983, they created this originally.
The original Punch-Out? You mean the arcade one?
Yeah.
That might have been 83. Yeah, it might have been 83.
I was told, well, what I found out is Mario was actually, back in the day, they didn't protect him as much.
Okay.
So just because Nintendo was making whatever video game, they were like, we're going to put Mario in this. They could put Mario in it.
Huh.
It wasn't until later on they were like, that is kind of like our franchise character. We should probably limit his usage.
See, I always figured that's why, they put him in because he was the guy. Because they put a lot of the old NES games like Tennis and all them, they had Mario in it.
Well, I remember Mario was only invented like 2 years prior to this.
Yeah. Donkey Kong was Jumpman. Yeah.
It was 1981.
And then he captured a gorilla.
Yes. A gorilla. Oh, I found out Donkey Kong Country. Where did I find this one out? I forget where it was, but it was actually a video somewhere on YouTube. Look it up. That apparently the original plot of Donkey Kong Country was not what it turned out to be, and that King K. Rool was not going to be the original villain.
I did read that recently. Yeah, Wario was supposed to be.
Yeah. So it was supposed to be Wario, like, shrinks Mario or something like that, or captures him, and Donkey Kong actually has to come to save the day. And they're in Nintendo Land, so they run into other Nintendo characters. And then I think Nintendo came forward and said, no, we want you to create original characers. Which I'm sure that didn't fight them in the ass in the end.
Yeah, I mean, Donkey Kong Country was phenomenal for its time.
Well, you know what's funny? I was just thinking about this because 2 new Donkey Kong games came out in the last few years, and there's no enemies from the original Donkey Kong, and I was like, what? And I think it is because they don't own the rights to them.
Rare has it, I guess.
Yeah, so all the Donkey Kong Country villains belong to Rare, including King K. Rool.
I just got to really concentrate on this one.
King Hippo.
Yeah, any second now, dude. There we go. Figured out a better way to hold the controller. Bollocks. That worked. I found out a bigger... Fuck, what the heck?
Nope. Get up, Mac. Get up. Come on. Yeah.
Wow, I cannot believe I did that.
I had a comment I was going to make, and now I can't think of what it was. Oh, well. Couldn't have been that important.
All right. Cannot believe that happened. I'm so angry at myself. It seems to have a delay a little bit.
Well, it might be while we're recording this, too. So.
No, I'm watching it live, though. Yeah. I'll blame the controller, not myself. Not my own, poor pissant skills.
KO! Not a total knockout, but a knockout.
Well, yeah, because in this case, you can't. As soon as he's knocked down once, that's the end of it. And you cannot get a star against him. So they never actually created an animation where he gets punched with a star.
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I totally lost my focus on what I was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Before.
We were talking about crap.
And I don't have anything else to add about Punch-Out, unfortunately. Except for, did you see that video maybe a year or 2 ago where Mike Tyson fell off one of those scooter things?
You did?
I forget what it was called, but someone...
Like a Segway?
Yeah, Segway. That's it's like, those mini Segways? It doesn't have like an arm or anything on it?
Yeah. The things that fall off immediately if I ever use them.
Yeah, so Mike Tyson got on this during one Christmas, and he fell off it, and someone redid the video with Little Mac in there. And as soon as Mike is falling down, Little Mac comes up and punches him.
And there we go. See, that part I remembered there. It's so funny with Mike Tyson, because he was once named the baddest man on the planet.
Yes.
Took out Michael Spinks. This was the fight of the millennium. And this was the biggest fight they were ever you're ever gonna find. He took out Spinks in 91 seconds. And I remember watching that. And it was just obscene to see. And now he has a cartoon show where he solves mysteries with an adopted Chinese daughter.
Well, that's because not realizing that one day he would not be punching as hard as he used to. He blew all his money, including one on White Tiger.
Yes.
And
was that the tiger that was stolen in Hangover?
Yes. But I think that's where the joke came from. And it's like, you actually bought a white tiger? And no one could let that go. But after that, he's been trying to make a comeback now. I don't think he's as nice as he is. He's just like, I gotta be nice to the people so I can make all this money back.
Well, apparently he also smokes a ton of weed.
Maybe that too. Like I saw that. Like he smokes $40,000 worth of weed every week.
I read that. My God.
I don't think that's true. I think that's a joke somewhere. It's because I don't think that's humanly possible.
Oops.
It's like you can smoke a lot of weed, but I don't think you can smoke $40,000 in weed
Unless
you're blowing a lot of money on some expensive fucking weed.
I was gonna say that's got to be some really pricey stuff.
Yeah.
And someone like him could probably afford it.
No, he can't. That's why he's doing all this other stuff right now.
Yeah.
He should not be spending $40,000 on weed. He was only worth, I think, as his richest, maybe $30 million.
Well, Don King, I know, took a lot of his money too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what a promoter does.
Yes. Well, I remember when he came out of jail and he had the.
Is Don King still alive?
I think so.
Because you never hear about him anymore.
Well, he might be retired too.
Maybe.
Damn it.
Uh-oh.
Would have liked to got that knocked down before he did the charge. Oh, well. Yeah, because I know when he came out of prison and he had the fight against Hurricane Peter McNeely, pay-per-view match, Mike Tyson's first match out of jail. He took the guy down in like no time flat. But Don King took a big chunk of his money. Peter McNeely, as a result, started doing commercials for Pizza Hut where he made fun of himself and got his ass kicked on a regular basis. That dude made so much bank off those commercials. One second.
Ooh.
Nice. Yay.
All the telltales.
Yeah. Got this for Christmas, 1987. Lost a Glass Joe twice before I finally beat him. Yeah. I think
Ladies and gents, we have a new champion.
Yeah, I think we'll call it right here because we're at 12 minutes in.
Yeah.
I'll just let this run in the meantime. I believe it's 777.
Run too.
777-807-3454.
What?
The code that shows up. I'm going to see if that's right. Anyway, as this is going on, I am Scott Avarius.
And I am Video Geek JT.
And this is PLAYBoyz. I almost screwed up the name of our own show.
Yes.
Yes. So find us on Instagram, find me on everything else, and feel free to send me whatever hate mail you want. And did I get the code right? 777-807-3454. Holy shit,
nice.
He remembers it. God, I'm a loser.
You, sir, are a winner. Yeah. We will, and as I cough into the microphone,
that's fine.
We will see you next time. Bye-bye.